I do have a very strong drive. I don't know why. I don't know. You want to talk about drive? Let's just talk about drive in general.
Maybe.
Not the movie. What's your drive to make comics?
I feel like super guilty if I'm not working. Like if I'm not working, I'm like actually kind of like a bad person. Like just like I'm like a self-destructive, like crappy person. So I think if I'm like making stuff, it keeps me indoors. But I feel really guilty if like I have all these really arbitrary, self-imposed like page rates of like the amount I'm supposed to do, and like just this past year, like I spent like a lot of time just like trying to like see how much I could do, and I burnt out really hard after 2 months. Like 3 weeks ago or something, I just like hit a wall. And was like, so I'm not trying to even it out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I think most cartoonists I talk to like feel awful about themselves. Like their entire sense of self-worth is so caught up in like their ability to produce like a bunch of panels that like nobody really reads, or like no one's like banging on the door for it.
I do a webcomic called Dinosaur Comics, and I was also a student, and I graduated. And I was like, all right, I can now do the comics full time. The comic only takes me half a day. And so for the first 2 weeks, it was like I did my work in the morning, then I was off for the rest of the day. And it was like, yeah, spring break, woo. And then after 2 weeks of that, I sort of felt really bad about doing nothing. Like I would check my email, there'd be no new emails, and I go, okay, maybe I'll check my email. And sort of, it felt really bad. And then I started taking on more work because I felt like if I'm not working and I'm just sitting around, if I'm just sitting around, then, you know, I might as well go back to bed, which is nice, but then you feel really lazy. So yeah, shame is real driving force.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't know how much I actually enjoy the process of drawing. Like I like having drawn, and I like coming up with ideas, but the process I just do it because I feel sick if I just sleep all day. But I've gone through periods where I've just been unemployed. Like I used to work for TV animation in Vancouver, and I'd go through like 3 months where I didn't have a job, and I wouldn't do anything. I just sleep, and that's fine. I feel pretty good about that. But working like freelance and stuff, I feel sick to my stomach if I'm not producing. But I don't have hobbies either. I know you always have projects. You have a longboard.
Oh yeah, that's transportation.
But,
that's cheaper than the bus.
No, man. But I don't know what else I would do. I just draw cartoons.
The longboard gets you from bed to comics.
I skate up the stairs
and back to bed.
Yeah. That's what radical dudes do.
Well, after I turned like 25, I feel like I was in a race with death. So, like,
that's the ultimate drive.
Step up to the plate, make some work, or death is gonna get me. I don't know. It's a real feeling.
Yeah, man. When you look at IMDb and you see like how many films someone made in their lifetime, and you're like 20. That's miserable. Like I want to make so much more than that. I remember thinking that at one point, just wanting to produce as much as I could. It might afford the death or a longboard to hell.
And that's fine. I mean, like I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid.
Dude,
I think I am actually. But
you think? Well, what about the plane? On the plane, we were going through wild turbulence. It was out of control, and I was just like listening to Mark Maron podcasts, and I was like, how much more podcasts can I get in before we crash? So it was like Mark Maron was talking to Weird Al, and I was like, all right, okay. I just put my hat down, waiting to die. How much? I want more Weird Al. Talk faster, Weird Al. You guys got anything else?
What?
No.
I don't know. You know. I think everyone, maybe who's an artist, who is like, I'm an artist and I'm for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just messing around. Is like, at what point am I going to be like irrelevant? At what point will no one care about what I'm doing, and I'll just like work in a hole? And it's all like really sad thoughts. because you're already working in a hole, but like, like for real, like, you know, I don't know, it's just like, and you turn that into something that motivates you and like gives you power. Yeah.
I'm going to try to twist it in a positive direction. But only because I feel like everybody feels what you guys are talking about too. But I think there's the other side of it too, which I don't know, for me, just making people smile. Like, I like creating things, and I almost feel like for that purpose. Like there is a selfish side to being an artist, but at the same time, it's really fun to make something and to give it to someone or to show it to someone and to get that reaction. I mean, that's what this whole festival's about, to be honest. And I like that's what's good about having like these sort of like, you know, hard deadlines for these festivals too, because like, I don't know, back in January or whatever, or whenever we had to like try to get into TCAF, I was like, I'm gonna set these goals for myself, and it's like, and yeah, so it's kind of this thing that yeah, that keeps you kind of making, you know, what you want to make and stuff. But yeah, everybody has sort of the self-doubt and stuff, and it's horrible. But I think like what kind of counteracts that is being able to create something when you're done with it and be able to show it to people, and that, like, I don't know, it fulfills me. That's why I'm an artist. Like, you know.
No, man, I had something awesome to say, but I totally just spaced it. But yeah, it's kind of like if you're not producing stuff, you end up feeling bad.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much what everyone's saying. But also, like, I feel like when you're really into drawing what you're drawing, like I don't know about everyone else, but for me, I go somewhere else. Like, I just kind of zone out, and I'm like flying through my drawing, and that's always kind of what my goal is. I don't always hit that goal, but it's pretty sweet when I get there.
It's called being in the zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Do you guys think you can get more babes now that you've finished?
Yeah. Well.
No, dude. No. Wait, who's married on this?
Certain circles. Within certain groups of babes. Maybe that, you know, I don't know.
Last 2 years working on the show has been the worst social life I've ever had. I like broke up with a girl that moved to work on this show.
Sorry.
Sort of. I mean, we tried to make it work.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, she didn't really like me.
Yeah, do y'all like him?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
You wouldn't like me when I'm ignoring you because I'm working on it.
He's a looker, though. Moynihan. Yes, sir.
I was just wondering, given the last 15 minutes, I was wondering if any of you guys need a hug.
I don't need a hug, but I'll take a hug. I mean, if it was like a bullet. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Yeah, come here. You doppelganger of Steve.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you didn't touch Steve, because I think the black hole would open when we all get sucked into it. And then the last words you hear were me instead of Weird Al, which might be better.
Is that the end of the panel?
Let's wrap it up, y'all. 4:58. We did it. We did it. We all did it. Thanks for coming.
Jesus.